Hey folks, Mark Johnson, Tech Snobs. Brand new review, HTC 10. As you can see, this time HTC just went all the way. You know, there was the 1M7, there's M8, M9, now there's just HTC 10. And this is the phone right here. Honestly, it is definitely the best HTC phone they've done. The design, just looking at it, it's a 5.2 inch display, Quad HD. You got a fingerprint reader, you got USB Type-C, you got a micro SD card slot, nano SIM. It's got everything. You know, the headphone jack's right there at the top if you're looking for that. And honestly, it's pretty much stacked, and you can compare it against any Samsung or any other LG. It's got all those specs. The design is all aluminum, so if you like that feel, you'll definitely like this. It's comparable to, here's what it looks like compared to the original, like M7, came out a few years ago. So these phones, you know, they still have some similarities, but the M10 is definitely, well, not say M10, the HTC 10 is just a refined version. Here's the M8, and they do have some similarities as well. You can see it's not as, it's funny, you would want to say it was not as tall because of the speakers, but they've been able to increase the display, and it feels a little bit wider, but because of the way the edges are, you know, curved around, it has a very, very nice feel in the hand. So I do like what they've done here. Working with the phone, everything's fast, it's fluent, you know, and I really like it. I think the main thing about it is, you know, especially if you do selfie cameras, it's 5 megapixels for that, and that works well. And another main thing about it is it's a very, very, and I mean, it's almost a bare bone versions of Android. I mean, there's no a lot of bloatware. Well, there's going to be some Verizon bloatware, but there's no crazy overlay or skin, as they would say, you know, as far as the HTC Sense part goes. I mean, it looks just almost just like stock Android on here. I mean, there's really nothing I could tell almost too different than from if you're using the Nexus, so that's good. Honestly, I don't know how the updates are going to go for this, but it's a solid buy if you can deal with the price. I mean, it's a great phone. If you like HTC, it's great. It's just, it is expensive. And then sometimes when it comes to support and security updates, you may not see that from HTC as much as you would see it from a Samsung or Apple, or even, I want to believe LG is doing updates, security updates now too. So with all that being said, this is what it's compared against to the iPhone 6s. A lot bigger, of course. We're going to go to the Galaxy S7 Active. Active is a rugged phone, so it's definitely thinner than that. Kind of give you some ideas there. Here it is against the Galaxy S7. S7 is definitely smaller, shorter, but it's all glass. So like that's another thing. These are very fragile, where this, I feel, could take a better fall. Speaking of a fall, like I'm getting this S7 Edge replaced because very light fall at the top and the whole thing cracked. So, but here it is compared against the S7 Edge. And then here it is compared against the Note 7. So some idea, I mean, it stands up well against all these phones. It's just something to think about. When you're buying it, it's just the price and updates, I would say, if those are really important to you. But other than that, solid buy. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the site, techsnobs.com/blog for more coverage. Take care.